cheers and enjoy.
There we go. We are back in action. It's Wednesday. Wednesday, the 5th of February.
February?
Have you ever tried to say February? It's not February. It's February.
February? I know it's really hard to spell.
Put that extra R in there for some dumb reason.
It's probably France. It's probably French.
France.
They put that
Definitely
extra R in
fucking
there.
French people. I don't know why they did it, but welcome to the Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. I'm Greg, and that's Beth over there. If you're listening in, she sits to my left. If you're in, say, Kazakhstan, and you're listening into this.
They can't watch it in Kazakhstan? They can only listen?
I don't know the rules over there. They
Okay.
probably aren't allowed to see, like, white people or something. I don't know.
So there was one person in there, now it's down to 0, but I'm in there, so how's it at 0?
Well, I don't know. I don't know the rules.
I don't know the rules either.
Yep, now there's 4. Who knows?
4?
People are watching.
So now I have 1. Fuck Around is on. Hello, my love.
There we go.
What's up?
We're getting
It
it.
still says only 1, so apparently I have a lagging indicator.
You got a little lagging indicator. Hope you guys are doing well. Driving, be careful. Hands free, as they say in the insurance biz. Which
Nobody says that in the insurance biz. They said that in law enforcement.
no, we say that in the insurance industry too.
I've never once said that in my life.
Like if you download an app from, say, the firm, you don't touch your phone and you get a discount for that.
Oh, yes, that. But they don't
Hands-free.
say hands-free. It's just...
It's the same fucking thing, man. Come on.
Is it?
I don't like where I have the TV right now. It's fucking with me.
Oh, it's right, like, pointed directly at me.
I know, and it's fucking with me because it's off to an angle.
Yeah. We'll
We
fix
did
it.
so tomorrow morning, just a heads up, tomorrow morning.
Alex,
what's happening? Tomorrow morning, I have a crossover podcast coming out with Bars Open and Balding the Big Guy. So crossover, same set, same thing, but I had Beth's brother on to talk through some of the kind of ongoing, upcoming, all the things about the border.
Well, hello, Milo.
Crisis. Is it a crisis anymore? I don't think it's a crisis anymore.
Well, it was a crisis, so you can still call it a crisis.
Yeah, the border changes. So her brother was a 20-year Border Patrol
Longer
agent.
than that, wasn't he?
No, 20 years.
20 years,
I
that's all?
double-checked with him. 20-year Border
Seems
Patrol
longer.
agent, and I had him on the podcast again. It had been about a year and a half since I had him on last, because
That
last
long?
time, I interviewed him about his career that time.
Okay.
This time, I was talking specifically about shit that's going on at the border now.
How'd it go? Was it good?
It was great. I think it was good. Peter didn't really know kind of like, where do I go interject and all that? Yeah, because it was just, and he'd never talked to a Border Patrol agent.
Yeah.
Which was really good because it's eye-opening to a lot of people.
Yeah.
About like what
Hello,
actually
handsome.
happens at the border and stuff like that, outside of what you see on mainstream media and stuff like that. So it was good. That'll be out at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. You'll see that. So if
I
you're
won't
on
even
your
be
drive,
up yet.
I know, but if you're on your drive, you'll get that. I'll also drop the audio tonight if you prefer to listen to the audio.
Sent you a bunch of cat videos today.
You did?
Yeah, they were funny.
Just
Funny.
Just random cat videos.
Just random cat videos I came across. I was like, this is hilarious. I'm sending it.
The cat. That cat.
No, not this cat.
No,
Other cats.
he's just crazy
More
shit.
talented cats.
More talented cats.
More talented or weirder cat. Don't spill my drink.
I don't know.
Kitty.
Outside of that, go out, check out The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. Check out Fox News Maine out on iTunes, Spotify. Those are different channels. Check us both out if you don't mind. Fox News Maine is where Eric Tanzi pushes most of his stuff. Also check out their Facebook, or not Facebook, YouTube channel. So you can get all the good stuff out there. And then, of course, go out and subscribe to us if you don't mind. Also, go out, buy some hard AF because I want my ROI.
I have to say, Axe said there's been a gay little protest in LA I've been watching. It's laughing at how stupid they are at times. I guess because of the border stuff. There's protesting in LA because of the border stuff.
All right. So
Because they're kind of close. But
to
not
get
really
back on
close.
that. Yeah. No, it's been fucking retarded.
CPG, man.
People are, all right. So
That was such a deep.
how do I say this?
Well, here, first what you say is cheers.
Cheers, everyone. All right, and then we'll get into this. Now, I was going to say we're not going to get political tonight because I actually have a video that I could get very political about. But it's not.
And I said no, thank you.
It's not overly political. It's just the USAID thing. This thing that you don't even know what it is. And I've learned I didn't know what it was either.
Right.
I've seen videos on it, and I thought they were doing good. But we'll talk about that, or I'll talk about that in a Just Greg. Maybe that's going to be my Just Greg for the weekend.
Okay.
Videos coming out.
Video killed the radio star?
About with fucking retards.
Hey, Cayman.
Sharing their displeasure of the United States deporting people.
Get the fuck out.
We're here illegally.
Get the fuck out. Go with
Hang on. Oh, I understand.
Cat here.
Sharing their displeasure by burning an American flag on a U.S. soil, which is totally allowed. It is allowed.
It is allowed. It's not
saying
good.
And then waving their Mexican flags or their whatever country flag, and then saying that they are.
Why don't they move over there then?
That they're being deported, but they're waving. It doesn't make fucking sense.
Why? Because they're waving their flags? Why doesn't that make sense?
No, they're waving their flags about being pissed off about being sent back there to their country, that they're waving the flag of.
Being deported or waving the flags, or the people burning the American flags?
Who knows?
Okay.
They're fucking retards. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't compute.
Wow.
Right? If you want to be in this country, again, I'm all for everybody being here legally, doing your thing. Like, come here if you really are one of those folks that are like, you could, like, your family is seriously at risk. You need to come here. You do the asylum thing. Cool. Fucking all for it. Like, that's the land of the free.
Right.
Right. We want to help you out.
But it's going through the proper channels.
Go through the channels.
Yeah.
You don't just get to walk across.
You don't just get to swim across the river and say, I'm here and I'm staying.
No. There's none of that.
No.
Like, all of that gone. I've seen videos.
And here's the thing. If they're from here and they're protesting sending people back and they say it sucks here, then go back with them.
But why would you fly? Why are you putting up a Mexican flag? You're like, but it just doesn't make sense. Like, logically, it just doesn't make fucking
let's
sense.
Be quite honest. A lot of things that people do, like in that regards, doesn't usually make sense. There's a lot of.
I understand
idiocracy.
People that have got here and they've been here and their parents are getting deported. I saw a video of a dude getting deported, and it was like his dad was getting deported, and they fucking ATF came in hard on these motherfuckers, right? This guy's house. This is in Phoenix.
Why? Is he breaking the law or something? I mean, besides being here illegal.
He's been here 40 years. He's been deported like 3 times, right? And they can track back to how many times he's been deported, right? Or like his cases. 40 years, 30 years or whatever it was, isn't really that long ago.
I mean, it is kind of long. Wait, hold on. He's been here 40 years?
30 or 40 years, yeah.
3 times?
Yeah.
How does he get deported so little compared to how long he's been here?
Because they just catch him.
Occasionally.
Sometimes
he just makes it in the jungle better.
But you go, like, fuckers.
You could have been legal. If you
by now, motherfucker.
Exactly. I mean, it might have taken you 5 years, but you would be here and this wouldn't be a problem, and you wouldn't be having to go back and then probably trying to figure out how you're going to break the law again and come back.
We're not going to solve the whole thing, the crisis, but go out and watch that show tomorrow when you get a minute. It's about an hour. Her brother talks, Beth's brother talks a lot about, like, what really, I mean, there's like, if you overstay a visa, that's one thing. If you're here illegally, that's like one's civil, one's federal.
Right.
There's different rules for different types of things.
Illegal is federal, right?
Yeah. Even
cat hair.
So I don't want to give everything away on that. I want you guys to go watch that. Go check it out if you don't mind. Will Cree, what's happening, dude? Axe, what's going on, dude? CPG fan, hit the like button. Yes, thank you. Woom, what's happening, dude? Soros can pay more than 200 next time. What else is going on the boards? Just double checking the boards real quick. All right, let's jump into some shit. Story time. Follow up
Okay.
to my nuts.
Oh no.
Not my nuts. Kind of my nuts.
It's kind of boring compared to the last one, though.
No.
Oh, you didn't tell me it was exciting this time, too.
I didn't tell you the story.
I know. I thought it was just what you said the conversation we had was.
Well, that's one thing.
Okay.
All right. So I have to, I'm still going through the hernia thing. Right. Still trying to figure out my way in life.
Right.
Why does my groinal area hurt?
Because you're old and you refuse to acknowledge it.
Everything's normal. Make an appointment. But the one question I had for my jujitsu buddies, who both are like Army and Air Force guys.
Okay.
They were in for a long time. They did all that shit.
Okay.
Was I was never in the military. This guy was very militant about
The doctor?
the surgeon. This
Okay.
is a surgeon that I'm seeing.
Okay.
Very militant about what he did.
Like, what do you mean?
I'm going to explain.
Like he was cold? Like it was just
No, he was a
going through
good
the
guy.
motions?
He was fun.
But he was just going through like there was no doctor care in
there
it?
was no rubber gloves involved.
Oh, well, did he touch your naked skin? Maybe you looked clean enough that he didn't feel like he
So
needed
the
gloves.
question was this.
Or you're his type.
He goes, all right, so tell me your story. I'm like, yeah, jiu-jitsu, blah, 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 blah. Everything you guys have already heard. Nonetheless,
Blah, 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 blah.
he goes,
1,000 times.
all right, drop your drawers. And I'm like, all right.
He said drop your drawers or
Yeah,
get
just
undressed?
drop your shit.
Idiot. He said it like that.
Yeah,
Drop your drawers.
Drop your drawers. And I'm like, all right.
Man to man, just drop
This is
your
like
drawers.
a 65-year-old dude.
Just drop your drawers.
He's seen more balls and
There's no
dicks
nonsense with
in
him,
his
huh?
face. That's how I'm like, he's got to be military. I was expecting snap, snap. No.
Well, he wasn't going up your butthole.
That's what my buddies at jiu-jitsu said. They're like,
Yeah.
he didn't put anything in your asshole, did he? I was like,
well, he
no.
wasn't like sticking a
But
finger somewhere.
My doctor at the other place.
Well, she was a she.
No, it was a dude. Everybody I've dealt with. Oh, no, that was a different lady.
Yeah.
It was doing the goopy ultrasound.
Yeah, what other
That's
dude?
different.
Dude.
My PA.
Oh, P.A. Brown.
This man proceeded to
P.A.
grab
Brown's a
my
little delicate.
shit and feel all around just like
Wait,
normal.
hold on. He grabbed your junk.
Yeah, all of it. Right. I was doing the cupping thing, like pushing shit aside. I'm like, it hurts right there. He's like, just relax, bro. I mean, he didn't say that, but
He's
that
like,
was the.
move your hands, sir.
Yeah. He's like, just drop your drawers. I was like, all right. I'm just sitting there dicking balls in his face again. I'm like, I've shown more people dicking balls
In 2 weeks.
in 2 weeks than I
your whole
have
entire
in
life.
like
20 years.
outside of you. Right?
Yeah.
Like, what in the fuck? This is where it got. I'm like, all right, he has no gloves on. I'm like, is this a fucking thing? I'm like, okay, fine. That's where I went. Like, I asked my military buddies. I was like, do they just do this without like gloves? Because he just kind of felt like an old school like military guy,
Okay.
right? All right. This is
Hey,
when I
Brian's on
knew
TV,
I was
brother.
like, am I questioning this surgeon's office? Like the entire fucking thing.
Why? Don't be weird.
Because we walk out.
He
We
grabbed
shake-
your ass. He grabbed your ass.
No, we shake hands.
Did he pat you on the butt like, good job, son?
We shake hands.
Okay.
He's like, all right, I'll see you in
Did
2
he wash
weeks.
your
Shake
hands before you shook your hands?
Shake hands,
Okay.
walk out, grabs door handles, does all the thing, walks me down the hallway, leaning on counters, doing all of
Maybe
these
he was
things.
hand sandy and you didn't see him.
No. Bruh.
Bruh.
I was like, my nutsack.
Well, it's not like you have dirty nutsacks. It's not like
No,
you're
I know I
homeless.
don't have dirty
It's not
nutsack.
like you have poop
But
all over
am
or
I
something.
making a bigger deal
yeah,
out of this?
I feel like you are.
But I'm like, he literally had my balls in
Well,
his
were
hand.
you hot and sweaty, or were you
No,
just
but
okay? So what's the
still.
problem? It's not like you had a naked vagina rubbed all over them the night before and they were disgusting.
No, I agree. I took
If
a
they
shower
were-
that morning because I'm always like,
He probably thought you were a clean dude, and
is
you-
this not
you're
a
not
thing?
going to get COVID from he's not going to get COVID from your balls. No
I'm
one's going to
just
get
saying,
COVID from
he's
your balls.
slapping my whatever's on. I mean, I had to drive there, like in jeans and a fucking pair of boxers. I mean, it still gets a little warm down there. I think.
I think you're making a big deal out of nothing.
I did say thank you, Justin.
What did
said
your
you
buddies
said
at jiu-jitsu say? Were they like, Greg,
They're like, no, but they're like, bro, you've had more people like
in
up
your junk? So I think you're just being a little extra.
No, I was
What is
just
he
like,
doing?
it's not. I was literally thinking about others.
You're so used to being in a doctor's office with germs that you're used to people washing their hands 3 times an office
Okay,
visit.
the other side of this,
Your
everybody
balls,
in there,
not
I'm
so
in a
dirty.
surgical center, in a surgical doctor's office.
Okay.
Everybody
They don't
there.
confirm the surgery's
No,
there.
no.
They do it at the.
Everyone there looked like they might be dying of something.
Oh, patients, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, they're probably, were they old?
Yeah. Like 94% of them.
What kind of surgeon?
General. They do all sorts of shit.
Okay. I was gonna say maybe, I don't know, who knows? Maybe it's a follow-up visit and they're like in a rough patch because they had a
I'm
really
gonna
serious.
ask him. I got to go back in 2 weeks once I get my.
Don't ask him until you're through
CT
the
scan.
surgery and shit, so he
And we're like,
schedules you.
no, I'm not gonna ask him about that. I'm gonna be like, hey, were you in the military or something? Because it felt like just like matter of fact.
No nonsense.
It was just
government,
matter of fact. Drop
government,
your
black
shit.
and white. And we don't give you any care.
Cough 37 times. I
It made
literally.
you cough?
Yeah.
I thought that was old school.
I did
Wait,
too.
okay, what do they? I thought that was for prostate cancer.
No.
What was the
they
cough
stick
for?
a finger in the asshole for prostate.
Okay, what's the cough for?
To see if there's any bulge that happens. It's
Oh,
called a
that makes sense then.
It's called a strain.
That makes sense.
Yeah. like,
Because you do
go,
sneezing and coughing does hurt
Yeah.
you.
yeah. And he said
Did
he
you
didn't-
cough hard enough for it to hurt?
hard as you can cough without having to
Did it
cough.
hurt?
No, it doesn't.
With him, it didn't. But when you
No, it
sneeze on
felt
the
really
couch,
good, though.
shut up.
It
That's
was
not what I mean.
weird.
But when you sneeze on the couch, you're like, oh my god,
That's a sneeze.
fuck. Cough too. Sometimes.
But I'm also, that's normally like when I've been laid down and relaxed and
or after jujitsu.
I don't know, brothers and sisters.
I think you're making a big deal. You're making a much to do about nothing.
Maybe I am, but I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't bad bedside
Somebody
manners.
asked if he licked his finger afterwards.
I don't know. Could have
Allison sided with you. Said you're justified.
could have
No,
gotten around that corner.
I don't. I think you're just making something bigger than it needs to be.
Perhaps. Do you remember? This is another
Alex said you
follow.
were ambushed.
I was ambushed.
Ambushed.
Headphones.
He probably meant ambushed.
Do you guys remember? Like 2 weeks
Do you
ago,
remember
no,
the
maybe it was
time?
just last week. I think it was just last week.
Uh-oh. What?
Gentleman that froze his
Cup
dick
is
to
for
the
hernia.
ground.
Yes.
There's video now.
Oh, good. Just what I always wanted.
No. This is amazing. You literally,
Ow.
the primary thing I want you to listen
him crying?
for, is the commentary in the background,
Okay.
right? Because this is just one of those ones. This is only going to happen one time in life.
Right.
That
Well-
you're going to actually get somebody on video where their dick gets stuck to the ground as they're fighting someone. I don't even know how the fuck this happens.
Brian asked if you ever sat on a nut. Don't you have to be old to do that?
Do what?
Sat on one of your nuts.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to be old for that to happen?
Nah, like you can accidentally like say you squeeze your
Does that
legs a
hurt?
little bit. Yeah, it fucking hurts.
But can you do anything about it? Because then you just look like an idiot who sat on his own balls.
No, you just suck it up.
Okay,
You go,
that's what I thought. You're like, oh, you fucking idiot. You sat on your own balls.
Yeah, you ready?
Yes.
Dick stuck to the ground.
Frostbite! Pick him up, fuck!
Listen.
Spit on it. Oh my god. No!
That's all it is.
So you could tell clearly the crowd was fucking wasted. You couldn't even
Yeah, they were in
understand the
a
words
bar.
coming out of the recorder's
You can
mouth.
see how cold that place was. It was
Snow.
ice and shit everywhere, right?
How'd they finally get him up? Paramedics, hot water, lifting him up?
I think they just pulled him up.
They can't do that. You can't do that. All of a
Can't-
sudden, there's
you
just a
can't?
penis on the ground.
No, there's just foreskin down there. Good Lord, right? I don't know the rules with how you get somebody off of the ground.
Axe said it is a bust, a bushed. What is
Abushed?
that? What is that?
God damn, exactly, dude.
A bushed and not
I don't know,
ambushed.
man.
I don't
Like,
know what that is.
those dudes
And I
were
read a lot.
rad. It's like, oh, spit on it. I love it. It's
Somebody
fucking
should
one of
just
the
pour
funniest
their
things
beer
ever.
on it.
What's that?
Somebody should just pour a beer on it.
I mean, for a second, it
Yeah,
depends on
it
how
thawed
cold it
out.
was. Depends on how cold it is
I
outside.
guess I never.
Get a hot cup of tea, but that was definitely not Britain, or England, or whatever that fucking country's called.
I
You know-
need Axe to tell me in the comments what a bushed is. Not ambushed, but abushed.
A bushed?
Yeah.
It's like where
You grow into a bush?
somebody just grabs your ball sack.
Perhaps.
I don't know the rules.
I don't like that you can't highlight. Like, I'm so used to being able to highlight a word and looking at the definition.
Google that shit. You got another phone?
Hmm.
I don't know. Fuck's sake.
Whatever happened to that man?
Nobody knows. He could be dead at this point.
Did he go to jail?
Yeah, I think we talked about that last week, but I just hadn't seen the video of it simply because the video hadn't come out yet that I had seen yet. All right. Next story.
Our dog is going crazy tonight.
OnlyFans chicks are getting a little out there.
What do you mean getting? Haven't they always been a little out
They're
there?
getting into like parkour kind of activities.
Oh. Is she parkouring onto dicks?
I think so. This is not a nice story.
Oh.
And she's a really
Can't you break a penis? You can break a penis, right?
well, you can also break a
Nut?
OnlyFan.
Does she die? Yeah. Oh, she didn't die. Oh, she fucking died? For real?
She fucking dies.
Shut up. I was just being sarcastic.
All right. OnlyFans porn star plunges to death from hotel balcony during threesome shoot. OnlyFans porn star, this
Oopsie.
chick right there.
I mean, they must have been
OnlyFans
going to
porn
fucking
star's
town.
hotel balcony threesome in Brazil took a tragic turn when she plunged to her death. Ana Beatriz Pereira Alves, a.k.a. Anna Pauli, was found dead in the ground floor courtyard of an upscale Mont.
Think that'll make you lose your Woody really fast?
Part hotel. I don't know what all that is. Maybe. Brazilian authorities are digging into the details of her death as her two male scene partners are telling
if it was boys
totally
or
different
boy,
stories about what went wrong.
They have different stories of what
She
happened?
evidently fell 39 stories.
Oh, she not dead. She smushed. She's sloppy.
Yeah, cops are checking in the CCTV. This was the 31st, so it's a couple days ago.
What? And it's not like balconies are like the railings are low.
Right. The autopsy results aren't out yet, or they weren't as of this, but it's still unclear as if Anna had drugs in her system. So you kind of go to what I've watched a lot of porn in my life, as have you, or even in your books, reading about it. Like, I'm sure, have you come across like a balcony scene?
No, because that's unrealistic. I'm
Why?
kidding. I'm just being sarcastic.
I'm like, there's always
people die
probably
apparently.
a balcony scene, but you're not like hoisting somebody up 39, putting them up there.
Like,
right?
I wonder, like, if they had
I'm
her
trying to
sitting, if
figure
they had
this
her
thing out,
sitting on the railing.
Because this chick is not that tall.
If they had her sitting on the railings and railing her, get it? Sitting on the railings,
Like
railing her.
BP?
No, one guy had her on the railings, railing her,
She just slipped.
and she slipped and fell backwards.
You gotta get that coconut oil out of there,
scared
man.
the hell out of me, dude. I didn't know what that was. He
Get that
thundered.
coconut oil out of there. That's the problem. They get slippery.
Baby oil, babe.
Chi-chis
It's baby
get
oil today.
The baby oil, whatever.
I mean,
They get slippery, right?
Diddy has changed the
I don't
world.
know. Alex said,
Reed
Greg needs only stairs. I need one of those fucking elevators that goes down my stairs pretty soon. I'm getting old.
Well, that's sad for her.
I mean, is it sad?
Well, and how
It
traumatic
sucks.
is it?
She's dead.
I want to know why they have
she was
different
pretty
stories.
hot.
I want to know why they
I
have
don't know,
different
but there's
stories.
right. I don't think they like chucked her off the balcony, right? Because I mean, they're not going to make their money off her.
I'm trying to like think of the kinkiest thing. Like maybe she was sitting on the railing. One guy was railing her, and another guy was
Leg up.
No, another guy was doing
over,
her face.
One was holding.
One was doing her mouth. One was doing her, and they just got a little too aggressive and whee.
Aren't 39-story balcony railings
You'd
are
think
going to be high?
Well, they're not any higher than a regular balcony
They
railing.
generally speaking are. They're not like waist high.
Who knows? I wish.
I mean, it does.
We'll never
maybe
know.
their codes are different, but I doubt it.
It is Brazil. Brazil.
Oh, it's so sad.
Well, hey, R.I.P. Hey. Can you leave me alone?
I'm just saying they're turning. what we're
I thought
seeing
you meant like she was really
is a
parkouring, not accidentally
change
slipped.
into like a parkour world.
No,
Where chicks are getting
I think they're trying to make
a little too
I think they're trying to make their
energetic about
scenes
things.
bigger, better.
Right. We're trying to outdo. We had the 1,000 dude.
We had 100,
come
then we had
dunk
1,000.
Right. Like, just stop. Right.
What just happened to good old sex?
Just be hot as fuck and do creepy, weird
and
shit.
do stuff on the bed.
Do it in your living room. Do it in the kitchen. Right? Get stuck in the fucking toaster oven or something like that.
No, thank you.
But making sure it's unplugged. It's fine.
Okay.
Right? Like, I don't know. Like, oh, stepmom's stuck in the fruit drawer of the refrigerator.
Mom's head.
Yeah, whatever. Like dumb shit like that. Like, let's come
That
up with
doesn't really happen
ideas.
in real life. That only happens in porn. Like the girl who got stuck in the dryer.
I've never seen anybody get stuck in a dryer in my
The
entire
stepbrother came up behind her and was like, "Oh, look at that."
life. Have you ever seen anybody get stuck under the bed? with their
I've never
ass
seen
sticking
anybody
straight in the
really
air?
get stuck anywhere in
No,
the things that.
specifically with their ass.
No,
getting
I'm
stuck
just
straight in
saying.
the air.
I've never seen anyone really get stuck the way they seem to get stuck in porn.
There's probably somebody.
Yeah, the 90-year-old.
Like, there's always the one person. There's 8 billion people.
There's the 90-year-old who tried to get down and get something under the bed and then couldn't get back up. But I don't know that she got stuck under the bed.
And she definitely didn't get railed, more than likely.
I don't think anyone came in from behind.
No. So
Although there is Viagra in the senior home, so maybe. But that was
maybe they're into that shit. I don't know the rules.
being a little bit disrespectful about this young woman who just died. I don't mean to
No,
be.
this is on her, bro. This is literally on her. I'm not being disrespectful. This is on her.
Oh, okay. So Axe gave me
excuse me.
the definition. Abushed. Boys.
Oh, Wilkery said she for sure squirted.
Means to treat someone or something in harmful, improper, or cruel way. Oh, interesting. It can also mean to use something in a way that morally wrong or for personal gain. Okay. I'll never use it, but I know what it means now.
Abushed.
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 Boozed. B-O-O-Z. How it B-Y-O-O-Z-D.
Are you saying it right?
I don't know. That's why I was just. The enunciation is right there. Look at the fucking comments.
Spell the word.
The word
Can you
is
use the word in a sentence, please?
abushed. Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. I gotta take off my glasses so I can
spell
actually see it.
And then
So it is pronounced boized. B-Y-O-O-Z-D.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be boized? Boized. He. How do I use this? It means to
I don't know
take
what
someone.
the fuck is happening.
Means to treat someone or something in a harmful, improper manner. How would you use that in a
I
sentence?
boys the shit out of
my car. My car. I don't know. I'm keeping a little cleaner than you are.
Improper way. I don't know. We can move on from a boys.
It said it reminds me of Eric Clapton's son. That's messed up. Oh. Tears in heaven.
Burning down, down. Dude, I know that song.
Why do you know that song?
I grew up when that song came out. I was a big Clapton fan.
Oh.
Back in the day, because I was learning the
But
EQ.
you didn't like the band he was in.
I liked Cream. No, he was never in like Led Zeppelin or anything like that. I like Cream, and that was years ago. But I was learning the acoustic guitar. This one right here.
She went out like Liam Payne. That's
this
Liam Payne. That's who I
right
thought
here
of
that
too.
my mom bought me. Right, so I was learning the acoustic guitar, and of course everybody likes Clapton. Clapton's got a small orchestra sized guitar as well. It's like his old school one.
Came in that said somebody said she for sure. Wilkery said she for sure squirted because she's.
I said that.
Oh, I didn't hear you at all. I just pulled a Greg LeMontagne.
An empty bag of.
Ew.
She was like, that's like, yeah, it's literally like throwing like a ketchup bag off of, but like
can't even slow your fucking roll. Slow your roll.
But like a, yeah. Skin is very permeable when it's going at like, let's say 100 miles an hour and hitting concrete.
Oh, God. Skin is permeable going 5 miles an hour when you fall on the concrete.
Not as much. What I'm saying is like when
The
you're going
strawberries are that cat doing?
terminal velocity.
Look at your cat. He's so weird. He's like deep smelling stuff.
He doesn't chew on any cables and die.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Okay, so in my head, I was thinking she went from ecstasy to panic to slop, and within probably like a 30-second, because
10 seconds.
I was gonna say I don't know how fast you
10
fall
seconds.
from a 39-story floor.
39 stories, 350, 400 feet. You're down in
Hashtag I don't do math.
10 feet a story.
I know.
You're down in fucking, you fall and you speed up as you go.
Do you really?
Yeah. Terminal
the
velocity,
gravity?
you hit like 129 feet per second. Or
I
whatever.
don't know what I like. Have you ever had those dreams where you're falling in your dream?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would be the worst thing possible.
Normally, everybody wakes up. Remember that old adage?
It wasn't. That's
story,
not
like,
true. It was.
if
It
you
was a wives'
land,
tale.
you'll
If
die.
you die in your dream, you die in real life. It's not
No,
true.
it's like,
but
what was that movie? Dreamscape?
well, people like, wasn't it MythBusters that tested it or something?
Yeah. You can't really die. Your body will wake
But
up.
I still feel like
Hawk, what's happening?
I
Hawk?
still feel like
Whatever.
that would probably be one of the worst. Like, there's nothing you do. You're free falling, and the world is coming at you fast and furious.
But you still logically have enough time to know. So they say, like the 9/11 people that jumped, like sad as it is, that they had enough time that they also
hypothesize that.
Yeah, panicked, and then, hopefully in theory, they shut down because they had enough time to go through the whole panic process.
Burn to death or jump.
Well, also the panic process of falling. But 30 feet or 300 feet?
I don't get
because they were going from 1,000 feet. That's
right.
skydiving. That's base jumping.
So crazy.
Right?
If I worked in that building, I would always have a parachute now.
Oh, they make there's crazy things that have come out of these types of things, like where people have backpacks and they just kind of fall out and they just go, and it opens. I mean, it's a parachute, but it's different.
I mean, but
I don't know. Weird, right? It's wild.
Excuse me.
Poor girl. I mean, it does suck.
Hey, at least she went out having fun and not on a deathbed. Miserable and
Probably
in pain
her best video ever.
Stop.
Think they can release the footage?
No, they can't release
all the
footage
way until she's like, oh, and then she grabs for Joey, because I imagine that's the guy's name, and his oil slicked arm. She
can't even axe her being dicks tonight.
It's fine. Good for you. Be dicks.
No, to me.
Oh, why?
Dick face.
What'd they say?
Because I can't get a bush right.
Ambush?
Not ambush. See, yell at him now.
A
bush.
Bweezy? I need to go back on here.
Well,
God damn it. So if you are just listening in.
The hawk said, I used to fall in dreams until I remember I'm a hawk.
Wait a minute. He
awesome.
came in, Womb said, Jesus, fuck, it's abused.
No, he said it wasn't abused. He said a bush was right. And look at the word above. And then look at the comments where I said maybe he meant ambush. And he said, no, I meant a bush. Or a boized or whatever it fucking is.
Retarded. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Here's what's new. I don't even care anymore what it is or what it means or how to use it because I'm never going to fucking use it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hey, can you tell us about the Great Egg Mystery? Is this a good segue, or is this a terrible story to tell after this one?
Neither good nor bad. It is what it is.
What is the Great Egg Mystery?
So
Castro gave me this story. I don't know what to tell you guys about this.
So eggs are ridiculous expensive, right? Like
they're not really.
They are. I just bought the dozen I just bought was like $5 something. Granted, they're cage free.
So they're $4, $3.
This one was $5 something. I think.
Whatever. So if you just get fucking normal eggs.
So the heist of 1,000 eggs from the back of a trailer in Pennsylvania has become a whodunit that police have yet to crack. But
who the fuck steals
100,000 eggs?
Who steals that? Where the fuck? How many omelets are you gonna make?
Big egg dealer. Almonds.
How many omelets?
Oh, omelets.
Jesus Christ, Beth's having a hard time tonight. My apologies to the fans, friends of the show. Let's go. I got your back, baby.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Otherwise, I won't talk anymore. 4 days after the theft that law enforcement said could be tied to the sky-high cost of eggs, no leads have come in. We're relying on leads from people from the community. So we're hoping that somebody knows something and they'll call us and give us some tips.
How do you lose a whole fucking truck of eggs?
I don't even know if it was a whole truck. They said they took it from the back of the truck. So police are following up with any
You know how
possible
many
witnesses.
eggs that is? Like 18 pack is like this. Like I was thinking about getting us an 18
Divide
pack.
18 pack by, or 100,000 by 18 and see how many packs that is of
It's
that.
a fucking
Ton?
shit ton. Yeah.
They're following up with any possible witnesses and looking into the surveillance footage.
5,555 18
Wait, say that
packs.
again. 5,500?
5,500. 5,500
Okay.
18 packs. That's this and this.
So,
That takes up a fucking half of a
but they do say that maybe it's because eggs are expensive today. They're like up to
I don't understand.
$4.82. In December they were $4.15.
It'd be better to just go buy chickens.
Here's what it is though. The cost. What would you guess the cost of that is?
Of that?
Yeah.
5,500 times $4.
No, 18 pack is more than $4.
No, I'm saying okay. So 100,000 eggs times $1 an egg.
12 times 1,000 divided by 12. Yes, 12 dozen eggs. I mean, 12 eggs in it.
Are you
I'm having
okay
a moment.
today?
I think I'm having a seizure.
All right. So is this 100,000 eggs?
12 eggs in a dozen. How
versus
many dozens in 100? It's 100,000 eggs. Eggs, individual eggs, 100,000.
Okay. And your question is?
How much do you think that would total? Because it's a felony. This is a felony now.
Let's go divided by 12 instead. 8,333.
Not even
dozen
close.
Eggs.
Oh,
dozen
8
eggs.
a dozen. Okay.
Let's go times
4.
3.5.
That's too low.
Because I'm just going on the low end because it's bulk, right? So 29,000.
Because it's bulk.
30,000.
I'm pretty sure they're not going to sell them bulk.
$30,000.
Pretty close. Higher though.
Okay, so I mean that's if they go on the high end. But I'm not fucking shipping everything and I'm not buying shit in bulk.
So let me look and see. Oh,
What's the answer?
40,000.
Oh fuck, whatever.
That's a felony. Like, so these people can go to like federal prison for stealing eggs.
Can't they just break them all?
What?
And then who's gonna find them?
They're looking at CCTV to see if they surveillance cameras to see if they can see who stole the eggs because they stole it off of the back of the truck of Pete and Gary's Organics LLC.
I mean, it sucks for Pete and Gary.
They're insured.
I know.
It sucks for the farmers.
Farmers already got paid if it already went to them.
That's true. That is a good call.
I'm just
Who
going.
steals 100,000 eggs and
Some
how?
fucking retard.
How long would that take? So do you think they pulled up a truck and they're like, or
No,
they pulled up in a truck and they're
retard.
hold on? Do you think they pulled up in a truck? They're like, fuck, those eggs are on the open. Let's just take as many as we can grab. And they grabbed 100,000 in the bed of their truck.
No, you don't understand. No, you can't put 100,000
So
eggs.
they had to have multiple trucks.
No, you would have to have a
do you think
tractor.
this was planned?
This is a tractor trailer theft.
They didn't steal the tractor trailer.
You have to transport them to another tractor.
And then my
trailer.
next question is, how long was the driver in wherever? Like, was he maybe overnight?
Fucking pallets and pallets and pallets.
Maybe he was staying in a hotel and they took it from a hotel. Because I mean, I just was trying to work out
The only
the.
thing I can think is
the
like some
logistics.
retard was like, the price of eggs are going to go
no.
through the roof, and they're not.
This was
They're
in-
not. Because the whole trade embargo bullshit thing.
This was in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, no, it's fucking all retarded. These fucking people.
I just don't understand why you steal eggs. Because
Dude,
if you don't
my
go, if you
brother
don't
has
get
like
rid of
5
them,
chickens or 7 chickens or
if you
something
don't get
like
rid of
that.
them, they're just gonna go
And
bad.
he can't give them away fast enough.
Yeah.
He's got like dozens a week. And he's like, what the fuck? It's like, I can only eat so many eggs. He's like, I got him, his daughter, his grandson. You know what I mean?
He's like, I eat eggs for breakfast, eggs for lunch,
Motherfucker's
eggs for dinner.
looks great though, right?
Because he weighs $1.05.
But he eats eggs every day, right? And he drinks his coffee and
Well,
he smokes
I've
his
been eating
Marlboro
eggs
Reds.
every day, and I gained 1.5 pounds. So fuck eating eggs every day.
Protein's good for you.
Yeah, whatever.
Beth's been hitting the gym super hard. She got that gun show.
No,
going.
I haven't gotten any benefits out of it lately. I need my fucking hormone pellets.
Dude, you're doing fine.
Get them on Friday.
Somebody stab you with some fucking testosterone?
No, thank you, sir.
Right in the
What are
tit.
you looking at?
I'm looking at your tits.
I thought you were looking at my tattoo.
No, I was looking at your tits.
Why?
I don't
They have
know.
Cat
just
hair on them? Imagine that.
Looking at your tits. Don't judge.
Excuse me.
She's my wife. I can do what I want.
Well, to a degree.
To a degree. You've got another scam. God damn it. What's with you and finding bad people this one?
Yeah.
Walmart people. Imagine there's a
Oh,
scam
this
at
one.
Walmart. Good Lord.
Where did it go?
Could
Hold
you
on.
amount? Brian, you're down 18 pounds. Nice, brother.
Yeah, well,
Hey, by the way, we did. So this is another thing. We did switch. We're doing your breakfast thing. So
and I gained 1.5 pounds.
because it's all protein.
Well,
She's eating so much protein in the morning. She doesn't eat until like the afternoon.
So I've been having, and I even tried to include protein, except for today for lunch. I've been doing a low carb tortilla.
Why are you doing any tortillas?
Because I have to have something to wrap my sandwich in. Yeah, whatever. Shut up.
Just
With
eat chicken.
steak and a pickle and a slice of cheese and a tablespoon of ranch dressing. I've been like, I got this really cool app, y'all, for if you want to track your calories. It's called Cal AI. It's $30 a year. You just take a picture of your food and it gives you all the calories and nutrition. Anyway, so I've been doing that and I gained 1.5 pounds. So apparently eating protein doesn't work for me.
It does too. You just need to stop eating all the carbohydrates.
I just said I'm only having carbs
You're
for
doing
dinner.
Fine. It's all going to switch.
Anyway, so
all right. So Hawk real quick said the farmers are just the first ones to steal the eggs that are just mad the eggs were stolen from them and so on. What about the chickens? Technically, the eggs are kidnapped. Everything of that. Fucking Hawk. Caca.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Nope, you're right.
But perhaps the chickens are like, take these eggs away. They make me feel dirty. Okay, so a Walmart thief who tried ingenious tomato soup trick to scam self-checkout busted by cops. So
I've only heard of one other scam that you can actually pull off, and this one you got to be careful with, like your kids. There's like an Arnold Palmer hard alcohol like can like that.
Okay.
And then there's one that's
non-alcoholic,
but they look exactly the same, or like they're very, very close.
Well, that's not really stealing. That's just working a scam where the guy thinks you're buying a non-alcoholic beverage.
And you walk through this self-scan, and you scan boop, 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 and you put all four.
So,
there.
Okay. So
You
it
get
looks like
3 alcohol
and
one.
I can't say peas. That's the problem tonight. I cannot.
Oh,
say
you know what
peas.
happened? Is Beth got their fucking.
I got re-upped on my Botox.
Her Botox, and it fucked up her brain.
It didn't fuck up my brain. It fucked up my lip.
Fucked up her brain. So sorry.
My lip flip is it kicked in, and now my peas and drinking
Your
from a straw.
lip flip?
Yeah, it's called a lip flip because they relax those muscles so your lip doesn't tuck under when you do certain things.
Are
like
you
smile.
sure you want to keep doing that?
Yes.
Is that really a good
I'm not going to
idea?
get any lines across my lips. Hence the reason why I quit smoking too.
Like Elizabeth Taylor, like she lived pretty long time.
I mean,
I'm good with that. Never mind. Fuck.
If I could look like Cameron Diaz, who's a year younger than me.
Nah, you're not gonna look like her.
She looks great, dude. Why can't I look like her? I'm not as fair as she is.
You're not rich enough to look like her. I'm not either.
Excuse me?
I'm not looking like Jamie Foxx, motherfucker. That guy almost died of a stroke. I don't look like him.
He got the best care.
See?
Okay, so Dylan Rockwell was arrested Sunday when he was found with a grill valued at $300 that he had not purchased. Okay. However, cops were later stunned to learn he had pulled off the elaborate theft by hiding a homemade barcode on a ring instead of recording the cost of the item he bought to self-checkout.
He went boop.
So he went to act like he was scanning the code on the grill and scanned his canned soup ring.
Oh.
And ring it up that way. Here's the thing though. Walmart has people who look at your receipt when you walk out.
Oh no, you can refuse that.
No, I didn't know that.
You can refuse.
I would never, because that's just rude. How do you refuse that? No, bitch, you can't look.
There's laws that say you cannot search me.
That's not is that considered search?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so he hid the barcode on a ring and recorded that as the cost as he went through self-checkout. The police learned that they had been dispatched to the Caldwell Walmart Superstore to respond to a theft on around 6 p.m. on Sunday, but they were later told that the suspect, identified as Rockwell, had left the grocery store and had headed westbound on Cleveland Boulevard in his vehicle. This guy's not the brightest bulb.
Nah.
They went on to intercept him at home where he allegedly confessed to his crime. The statement from the Caldwell Police Department read, officers detained him without incident and recovered the stolen merchandise. During questioning, Our officers interviewed Rockwell, who admitted to committing several thefts from Walmart over a period of time.
Oh, fuck, dude. Come on, man.
I mean, just fess up
Like,
to
I
the
just go
what?
there and I do the ring thing every single time.
Like, I would have been like, I thought I'd try it once and see what happened.
I wouldn't say shit. I'd be like, I want to see my lawyer.
So he is apparently, this is not the first time he's done the.
Do you have a picture of that motherfucker?
I do.
Can you share it?
Yeah, let
with
me
the
see which one's
clicker over
better.
there? Because I mean, so I'm picturing this dude,
Okay.
bald like me,
Yep.
ish,
Yep.
white man,
Yep.
missing several teeth.
No, well, we don't see his teeth.
Okay.
What else?
Pale dude.
He's not pale. I mean, he's
Is this
a little red.
Florida story then?
No, this is where's this?
I've just got a stereotype guy.
Hold on,
in
let me
my
go back.
head.
Idaho. Caldwell, Idaho.
All right. So guy's got Carhartt shit on probably that he stole. Probably got a
Son
Carhartt.
of a mother.
What's wrong with you?
It hit the wrong button.
He's probably got some. I don't
Okay.
know. I'm just thinking.
So here.
He's like borderline meth addict.
no,
What is
not at all.
No.
No. Ready? Turn it on.
Let's see if this thing's even gonna work. It's been a while. There. Oh, god damn it. I mean, okay.
He doesn't look like a meth head. He looks. I mean, obviously he trims
Looks
his
like a
beard.
dude that figured out. He looks like a dude that figured out a way to work a system.
Absolutely.
And he's like, I'm.
And he probably
He's
has
probably
done this.
broke.
He has probably gone up. So he started with a $2 item.
Like
Then he went to a $10
he started with the fucking
And then a candy
cans.
bar.
The
with a
cans
candy
of-
bar.
Yeah.
He started with a candy bar, then went on to food,
He
then
saw
went
this
on to something
TikTok.
else, and
Motherfucker.
then his big try was the $300
The
grizzle
grill.
that did not work in his favor. And then he felt so guilty. Apparently, like, he's the kind that when you bust
He
him,
narked
he
on
confesses all
himself.
his sins.
Yeah, he'd had that. That shit was brewing in his soul.
And once he finally got,
He's like, oh god.
I gotta
Okay,
set the
I
devil
understand
free.
it. You know what? I was thinking a little meth head kind of.
No.
Some white chick meth head.
Mm-mm.
You know, I mean, god damn it. It's Bill Burr's fat fucking cousin. Is basically what that is. Pretty much. Fuck. God damn it. All right, let's ears on again, honey.
Oops, okay.
This one is this is not an actual roller coaster.
Fucking drop the thing.
Right. This is not an actual roller coaster. This is what they're planning to build.
Who is?
This roller coaster
Okay.
company.
Can you tell me the company yet or no?
Yeah, give me 1 second. It's give me 1 second. Roller coaster. Where the fuck did it go?
Hey, while you're looking for that, did you know they're doing another Jurassic World?
Oh yes, I just saw that today. Jurassic.
Did you
World.
see who's in it?
No.
Scarlett Johansson.
Really?
I don't know if that's good or bad for her.
She's good. Let's see. Can't find it over there, but we can watch it. It'll tell me on here. It's Cedar Park.
Okay.
All right, ready? Tell me if you would do this. This is the first tilt roller coaster.
First what?
Tilt roller coaster. So it does this hangover edge, and it tilts down and it locks back in.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
You're gonna see it here in a second.
Don't talk because I can't hear you. Oh, hell no. Nope.
You wouldn't do that?
Oh, wait. It keeps going. It's not a drop. Like, it's not like the Stratosphere roller coaster.
No.
Okay, yeah, I would do
It
that.
literally comes out from the whole angle.
Can you rewind it? I want to see. Oh, wait, hold on. I got it right here.
Yeah.
So, okay, hold on. So, where's the track?
It
Oh, it
comes out and it
reconnects.
reconnects straight.
Ooh, I don't know if I
up.
would do that.
So if you're on the very end, you are however, this is all like they haven't built this yet.
I don't know if I would do that. Because the
'Cause you could
Stratosphere,
be at
right?
the
You know which one I'm
very
talking
end.
about,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The
No,
one that literally goes off and hangs for a minute
Yeah,
and
and
then
just
just
goes
goes
back,
back.
yeah.
I thought that was like
Like
that.
I did the
I would
swings
never.
on
I
that
would
one.
never do the.
I did the
Mm-mm.
tower one
Oh,
on
I
that
would
one.
probably. Oh, I get freaked out just thinking about
But
it.
this
Yeah.
one is gnarly because if it
So it basically
comes out halfway
dropped.
and it pivots, and you could be the person at the very end or the very bottom.
Okay, and what's the
So
difference?
if you're at the very top,
You're hanging.
higher than every single person. And then you
Wonder
got to
if
pray that motherfucker
Well,
reconnects.
That's the piece that I'm like, ooh, I don't know, because
Booker said, super fuck that. Right, dude? I don't know. I think I would do it. I would do it.
I feel like I wouldn't want to do it, but I would have to do it because
Brian said Gwen and he would ride it.
I'm a roller coaster junkie, right? Like
You're pretty good at roller coasters.
I am.
We do a pretty good job at roller
I still wouldn't do the stratosphere, but
Stratosphere's on the
know.
next level.
that is I think
I've done the swings. I've done all
chick
sorts
that
of
dropped
shit.
39,000. Can you imagine that?
You know,
That's stratosphere level?
You can rappel off of that too.
Off the stratosphere?
Uh-huh.
No, thank you. Because then, what if your belt gives away like they sometimes do? I'd like to, there's the part of me that's like, I would never do that. But there's the girl
But then
that's
there's
the
the other part of
daredevil
you
in me that's like,
done
I
the
would
zip
totally.
line. It's been like 500 feet off the ground across the entire
Exactly.
valley.
And I outright screamed, which is fine, and then laughed after I got through the scream. I would probably scream, and then once it connects and we're going, laugh so hard with the speed that I'd be like drooling all over myself, because that's what tends to happen when I laugh really hard on roller
like one of
coasters.
those adult diapers on you.
On my face, you mean?
In your pants.
No, I wouldn't shit my pants.
No, I didn't say you were going to shit. I mean, you're going to pee yourself.
I'm not gonna pee myself.
You're at that age, honey. Be real careful.
No,
about
that's
any
sneezing.
extra.
That's exertion, not fright. That's called menopause. So
God
suck it,
damn it.
biatch.
Crazy, right? Like the
Mm.
next level physics on some of this shit is just getting to the point where
I didn't know Scarlett Johansson was married. Okay. Anyways,
she's been married for a while.
she definitely makes me feel better because she looks a little older now than she did in all the Marvel movies.
She's still beautiful.
I've never thought she was pretty, but that's just me. I don't think she's ugly, but I don't think she's pretty.
She's not your.
She's not
I
my.
think
She's not my kind of hot girl.
Yeah, I think.
So yeah, I would end up doing that roller coaster mostly because you'd be like, what are you, a fucking pussy? I'd be like, I'm not a pussy, then do it. Let's do it. And I'd end up giving in and be like, fine, we'll do it.
See, at least if you're strapped into something like that versus that parkour sex, like the OnlyFans chick, like all she had to do was put a fucking harness on.
And attach it to one of the other guys. So if she went, they went.
Yeah, like there's at least a risk, right? Like put a fucking little thing around your waist. Even
Or how about this? Just not have sex on the balcony.
Dude, even slackliners that are going across
that?
valleys. The dudes that like are on that little band. You ever seen what a slackliner is?
I don't, obviously.
So think of like a high wire guy.
Okay.
Slackliner.
Guy walking across the mountains.
It's like a band of ribbon, like super.
Oh, is it like the mountain
ribbon.
climbers that do it? They had one at our mountain climbing gym in Colorado.
They
Okay.
would do that, but they'd put him across like this incredible expanse, and they'd be like 1,000 feet up.
That's
out
just
there.
stupid.
But they've always got a
harness
They've got a
on.
harness and a
Yeah.
tether to that line.
Yeah.
The chances are the line's not going to slap. But dude, OnlyFans chicks, throw a harness on, man. You don't even have to have underwear. I saw a porno one time where a dude fucked a chick. Either way, same thing. In a harness.
It's called a swing.
Up in the air.
Oh,
like they were
what?
rock climbing.
Oh, you told me
did
about
we
that.
see
at
that on the
Lotus.
show?
No, we didn't see that. You and the guy that sold us the dog tag at the Lotus
Something
Market
like
days
that, right?
saw it, and
Yeah.
I was like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, dude. Like anything's possible as long as put a little safety behind it. Just a little bit.
CPG said after that kid plummeted to his death in Orlando on some kind of dinky ride, I'm good.
Meh.
That's so it makes me think of Final Destination, like number 4.
Always Final Destination.
Final
Everything
Destination number
they
4
have
when
is-
like none of all the belts came undone, the things that pop up and they're all trying
they're
to
all
keep
like,
them. And I'm
they
like,
dropping off the top.
that could happen. Didn't that happen recently
Yeah,
where
I
somebody
talked
was
about it the other
like,
day. Like a
it's
chick
not-
fell out. Oh no, one dude.
the
The dude just got
he
out.
held
And he's
on
like,
right
no, he got out
before
and walked off the fucking ride.
Yes,
He's
he
like,
jumped.
thing.
he
yeah.
jumped at the last fucking minute. See, I
Same.
feel like now you have to look at safety inspection reports for the roller coasters you're riding.
It's not. It's like you walk up, you're like, when was
It's like
last time?
It's like the elevator. You know how the elevators have that thing that says the last time it was
You
inspected?
ever see like a C++ on there? Like, just get the fuck out.
Just go the stair route. even though it'll take you an hour.
Who cares?
Hydromen Blue.
Just tip
Hi.
someone. You know, it's all good. So Joe Biden, interesting.
Dude, that's called pegging. Wilkery said.
How about
no.
this?
Oh, I saw.
I don't even know how this is possible.
Okay.
Joe Biden.
We haven't mentioned him in a couple of weeks. I guess
know
it's
exactly.
time.
Former President Biden signs with a major Hollywood agent after leaving office. He signed with a company called
To do what?
Creative Arts Agency, which is CAA, which is like one of the biggest like companies in Hollywood.
To do what?
To create a movie, or maybe use his likeness, or
About his life, maybe?
evidently. But I go back to
Interesting.
like, all right. I was listening to a podcast earlier today, and they were talking about his age and like how long he's been in politics. So he was in politics for like 48 years,
Okay.
something like that. I'm 48 years old. That's how long that motherfucker was in politics, and he never. I don't
He
give a
never
fuck
what?
which he never actually accomplished anything, because everything he tried to
I
do.
mean, let's be
in
fair.
his presidency
Isn't that most politicians,
just got
though?
unwrapped. No.
I feel like there's far and few between politicians who actually get done what they say they're going to get
No,
done.
even if you get two. So that's kind of the thing about being a politician. Like, even if you get
like
one
a
or two
weatherman.
or three things done
In your
over
lifetime?
your 4-year career, like your
Oh,
presidency,
okay.
like one or two or three things that you can, like, those are my main.
So here's the thing. He got
this
things.
motherfucker
He
was
got
there for
things
47
done. He just didn't
years.
get anything done right.
I'll walk you through, Castro, and you guys I know are listening to all of the podcasts and everything, like the Drinking Bros and all the other podcasts out there that are going into like Doge, going in and talking about all of the corruption, dude. I remember I mentioned
Say that
this,
again. I'm sorry.
all of the corruption that Doge, the Department of
Justice.
Government efficiency, that Elon Musk thing.
Yeah. The way they'd
Remember I
already
was
like
telling you
in
about
front
some
of
that?
in a week they'd already saved like $400 million or something.
Oh, it's $1 trillion.
well,
at this
now,
point.
but that was the first week that
This
he was
is
in
2
office.
weeks. It's $1 trillion. How is that a fucking thing?
How is that a thing?
And
Shouldn't those people be held accountable then?
20,000 people that they gave the option to FBI agents. I think it was FBI. Maybe it's just all federal employees that they gave the option to. Hey, here, take this severance package
And leave.
You'll get 8 months of severance.
I mean,
And
that's the way to
They
go.
gave it to everybody.
Why do they want
Today
to leave?
was the due date, right? No, tomorrow's the due date
On what?
to say, take this or you're going to be fucking fired and you're not going to get any severance.
That was part of what they uncovered, or that's what they're
No, this is
doing?
a new thing.
Okay.
20,000 people have already said, yes, I'll take the fucking
I mean, that's 8
severance.
fucking months. Take 4 months off and then get a fucking job afterwards in law enforcement somewhere else.
Go learn the code, bitch.
No, go get a law
There
enforcement in a
are-
local city and
No, they could. I think it's just it's not just FBI, but it's
Okay.
government and stuff like that, right? It's crazy, like the amount of corruption. But you go back to this motherfucker right here, Joe Biden, this fucktard, right? And you go, this guy is barely coherent enough to even say his own fucking name, let alone like go walk down a fucking path.
do you think he's that bad, or they just silenced
No, he's
him?
that bad.
Is he
He's
that bad?
That bad. Yeah. He's
Okay.
that bad. So this is his wife. This not
Jill's right here.
the ghost of Jill. No, I was just saying this is his wife saying that really threw you off.
No, I just didn't know what you were doing.
I was like, this is
Jill's
his
right
wife
here?
going like, you're gonna sign this, Joe.
Oh,
I
so
want
she's
this $10 million. I guarantee it.
no, it's probably
Once
more
it
than
comes
that.
out, it's
probably more than
whatever
10
they're
million.
gonna get, it's gonna be fucking something.
Probably like
crazy, right?
15 to 25.
Right.
They're gonna do like
if
it's
CAA
gonna be
is
like,
doing it, it's gonna be book deals, fucking lifetime.
which means they're gonna get like triple that if it goes the way that goes. But here's the thing. People are either going to watch it or they're not. And I have a feeling a lot of people
Nowadays,
are not going to watch it.
Nobody's gonna watch
Exactly.
that shit. I think people are over
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Oh, I was listening to.
Oh, he heard.
I heard this through the news.
Grapevine.
I was
The news
listening to
grapevine?
Drinking Bros podcast earlier.
Yep.
And Dan Holloway was talking about, and I don't know, I haven't dug into anything, but it was really an interesting thing. So I mentioned this to you earlier. Do you want to talk about politics? There's a thing called USAID, right? And a USAID, I'm not going to get into it, but it is, I just need a picture. It is the United States Agency International Development. There is evidently this chick. She's like super autistic.
Okay.
She's also mute and deaf, but she can code.
How?
Like,
oh, but she can see.
She's a genius.
Like she's just what do you call that? A
evidently.
savant? Like it's just
idiot
it's just,
savant is what they
just-
used to call it.
I don't call it idiot. I just say
But
savant.
that's the old school.
She just has this built into her brain. Like
Right.
she sees
She's
in numbers
creating
and
all of
dashes
these
and
dashboards and everything where you can go and like see. It's I can't wait to like go actually, because as soon as I listen to that, I start planning for this.
okay.
I was like, I want to dig into
You
that.
do that on Saturday, right? Is that
Yeah,
the one you're doing on
Well,
Saturday?
no,
or
I mean that, but I also just want to go like do some research and like see, 'cause she's got websites and everything up already where you see all the connections.
so she is, what'd you say, autistic and mute?
And mute, so
and
she
deaf.
doesn't talk and she can't hear.
Well, normally if you're deaf, you can't talk. There's very few people.
It doesn't matter. Don't
Yeah.
worry about that. But she's like a genius when it comes to like programming.
So she can read and learn, and she read and
Yeah.
learned, and now she's like, I can
So
teach
she's
this class.
pulling together all of these databases and everything together, and
To do what?
find all the fraud. Find
Who's she working for?
herself. She's
Who's paying
pulling
her?
down databases of information, this free form data, and figuring out who are connected, who's making all the money, who's doing what. And it's evidently
What's
amazing.
the point of it though? Like, help me understand.
To
Like,
undercover fraud.
uncover fraud.
Uncover fraud.
But who's doing the fraud?
Fucking government employees,
Okay.
fucking politicians.
How did she get? Well, you probably don't know. Like, what got her started on that? Like, what happened that she was like,
I'm
I'm
do you guys
going
remember?
to-
Do you guys remember the
Ooh, my
name
triceps just got
of
sore.
her
Wow.
website or whatever? She's like, I don't know. I'm gonna make this up. It's like mute Republican or something like that, or something like that. It's something goofy like that. But I'll fill you in more on it as
Okay.
we go. She's literally the autistic Helen Keller, dude. That was the thing. But she's evidently like a coding genius, and I saw some pictures of it, and it looks like this shit. Castro, put that down for a second, and it looks like this shit that when I have my programmers and my data scientists build programs for me,
you look at that shit?
I look at all the code.
I would
and
never
they have
look
to
at
teach
code.
me like this is what it looks like.
Nope.
They
Outside my
teach me all the
purview.
code, and I'm not saying I can code. I'm not saying I can do that.
Remember when I told you I wanted to learn how to code, and you were like, "You will abso-fucking-lutely hate it."
Yeah.
And I was like, "But they get rich."
They show me, and it's like databases here, databases, and how all the connectivity and everything.
Okay.
It's fucking amazing, and I'm like, and it's she's gonna expand it, and it's all fucking public.
Somebody should sign her and pay her for this shit.
Dan said Elon will probably fucking
Hire
hire
her.
her full time
How old is she?
in her 20s, early
Hmm.
20s. She's just a fucking savant.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought he did make a good point. He's like, hey, you remember when you gave all those kids all those heavy metals from all those fucking injections you gave them from all their fucking vaccines that made them all goddamn
When did this happen?
over time,
Oh.
right? That made them all fucking autistic because heavy metals make kids tend to be autistic. He goes, here's your fucking backlash. Now they all fucking know, all they want to care about is numbers. And I was like,
Not
oh,
all of them, but yeah.
it's fucking amazing. I don't know. I thought that was a fucking amazing thing. Joe Biden can go fucking fall off a goddamn building at this point. Maybe along with that fucking, maybe he was.
Well, Cree says so. She's an autistic Helen Keller, but Helen Keller was blind too, so not really, right?
No.
Oh wait, no. What's
She
the-
could see.
I can't. Who's the one
She
that was
was
deaf
deaf
and
and mute.
blind? There was somebody that was deaf and blind.
Helen Keller.
No, you just said she was deaf and mute.
Mute?
No
She can't talk.
shit, Sherlock. But I said
Deaf.
blind. Wasn't somebody deaf and blind?
Or maybe she was blind. I don't remember. I don't do the rules around here, okay?
Siri. Was Helen Keller deaf and blind? Helen Keller was blind and deaf.
It's a blind and deaf, but she could talk.
Thank you, Siri.
I don't
Bye.
know how that works. She's just like, meh, 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 meh.
Because remember who was the Anne Frank was the chick in the attic, and we kept getting confused for a while
Yeah.
because we have that Anne Frank school that's up the road, and I was like, why do they name a a school after a chick who's deaf and blind.
Oh my God. I don't remember where I saw this, but
And then we
I
both
may have
felt like
seen this
assholes.
on Drinking Bros also. But it was, maybe I saw it somewhere else and I should share it. I don't remember. I can't remember where I saw it. But it was a meme and it was this dude standing outside the Anne Frank house. And he goes, and he's videoing himself and he videos the wall. And he goes, God damn it. That's how they found her. And it says, it's a sign of it says, this is Anne Frank's house. And you're just like, fuck off, bro. That just a little too spot on, but it was pretty fucking funny, bro.
I probably wasn't there.
No, fuck no. He was shooting. God, Jesus Christ. Oh God,
But that's what's so like stupid about it, because you're
the
like,
idea, honey.
you fucking idiot.
That's the point. He goes, this is how they fucking found her. And he fucking shows
It's not even funny,
Anne
though.
Frank's house.
It's not even funny.
It is fucking hilarious, you retard. Jesus Christ. Oh, you know what? Do me a favor. Go out and support Mac Belts out at macbelts.com if
Hey,
you don't mind.
Okay, that is a question off camera, because you purchased something.
Yep, I did.
What'd you buy?
I bought a belt for, remember Nicole, her son? I bought a small
Not Nicole.
one-off
Nick.
for Nikki.
Yeah, Nick.
For him. His name is Nick.
Okay.
Ricky, rather.
His name is Rick. I was
Ricky.
like, now what is he spending money
It was
on?
$50. He made
That
it
was more
with-
than that.
It was $50.
More than that.
No, it wasn't. It was
More
$50.
than that.
I got the receipt right here. But it was one off that he's just doing. He just used some old buckles.
Did you
and stuff
send
like
it to
that.
them? Like directly? Or is it
Mac
coming here?
Signed everything. Put notes and everything in there.
Oh,
send
that was
to
nice, because
Ricky.
he knew what was
Yeah,
going on.
exactly.
Okay.
So I had been talking with Mac for a while, trying to figure out, hey, what we can get. I needed the size, his waist, and everything else. So I got that from Nicole for her son. Her son just
Her
started
name's
hunting.
not Nicole, by the way. She goes by
Nicola.
Nick.
God
'cause
damn
it's
it, Nicola.
Nicola,
I
yeah.
keep saying that for some reason.
So just go by Nick.
Nick, yep. But her son just got his first 2 deer ever hunting with a fucking bow.
Oh, he's good.
And those deer are bigger than the ones I've ever gotten.
They got food for like the next year.
I was like, holy shit. So she went with
Maybe you should go visit him and go hunting with him.
her brother-in-law. So
Okay.
Brian, or Justin's rather
Brother. Oh,
brought
that's
him out
nice that they're
hunting.
doing.
So I was like, you know what? He
That's
could
really
use,
cool.
It's like a good belt. Mac belts are going to be the best belts on the market you can possibly get.
I love how his family is still taking very good care of him. I think
so
that's
it's amazing. So again, if you don't know who, God damn it,
Nick.
Nick is.
Just go with
She was
Nick.
the one that came out for Drinking Bros.
Holiday party.
Nicola. Yeah. So I bought him a belt from that. It was like
The Hawk
$50.
said Helen Keller communicate with touch and feel, which sounds creepy all of a sudden. Yeah, today that does sound creepy. That sounds like Joe Biden.
Mm-hmm. What's your feel good for the day?
So it is. I'm not gonna be able to talk about it because I didn't save it. But I found this couple that had adopted pug. Like her husband brought her home a pug.
Okay.
And they ended up adopting, and like at one point they had like 200 that were living like
pugs. 200 pugs.
Yes,
That's a
And
lot
so
of snot.
they ended up, and that's the reason why they have a lot of health issues because they're small snout. And so she retired, he retired, and they opened up a pug rescue.
Pugsuary.
And I wish I could find it. I can find it if you give me a second. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was
That's
a cute
a lot
story.
Of fucking pugs.
It's a lot, and she's like, it's a lot of fur. It's a lot of fur. I don't need that.
Just imagine 200 pugs though. I like pugs, but like, what did they have next door?
Boston Terriers.
They're kind of the same.
They're very similar. Their snouts aren't as small.
All the time.
They do snort sometimes.
A lot of bulging eyes. There's a lot. That's 400 bulging eyes at all times.
Where is it?
God damn, that's a.
Anyways,
You looking for the story?
I am because I lost. I didn't keep it for some reason.
That's fair. Right.
But so yeah, they start their day at 5 o'clock in the morning.
It's feeding pugs, huh?
Well, feeding pugs,
Cleaning.
letting them out in groups. So they have them grouped by dogs that get together because I think they have like
Packs.
upwards of a couple, like 1,000 or so.
Oh,
Now
Jesus
they like
Christ.
they sold their home and they moved to land and they got a trailer and they live in the trailer and then they have little like they have what they, there was a name they called him because it's over in England.
1,000 pugs?
Yeah, it's a rescue now. So it's a pug dog rescue, and they constantly have dogs coming in and out because they do get some of them adopted.
They saw fucking and replicating over there. I mean, that's ridiculous. Like that many.
So a lot of people buy pugs and don't keep them because
It's a Christmas present kind of bullshit.
Because they do either. She said their biggest turn-ins are people who can no longer take care of them, so they're either older or can't handle the expense because they do have a lot of medical problems because of their short snout. And so they fix them, they rehabilitate them, they find people who can cover the cost of keeping them.
Yeah.
So they do, but they start at 5 a.m. and it's like feeding and then medicine and then determining who's going to get groomed or bathed that day, who's going to play. Like it's just like there's a very structured and they're all back in their homes by 7. And she's like, and we're lights out by 9 because we got to start all over again.
Good Lord.
And she was like, this is not what I envisioned for my retirement plan. How it started, her husband bought her a pug for Christmas and she fell in love with the breed. And they are considered the clown of the dog breed. They're like, because they're super funny and silly.
Yeah.
And so
But
I thought
still,
that was
I don't
cute.
need a fucking 1,000.
I can't remember. You tell yours and let me see if I can find the name. I want to find the name of the.
I need to put your headphones on for mine. So.
I need to find the name of the
rescue. We can always just post it on your Instagram.
Okay.
She'll post it out on her Instagram. Simple enough, right? All right. So my story is a little bit different.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna go with a picture, a video, and a picture.
Is it a picture is worth 1,000 words kind of thing, or?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So, picture this. You have a wildfire coming.
Okay.
And you've got a bear meandering down the hill.
Coming from where the wildfire is chased him out of. Okay.
And there's nowhere for said bear to go. Where do you think said bear goes?
Somebody's car.
Where else could a said bear go? Maybe to your basement or your crawl space. All right.
For real?
So this is the bear.
He did so scared.
This is a gigantic bear, by the way. And what this story says is 525-pound bear from cave to crawl space speakeasy. Yogi is his name. Likely looking for booze is what an expert says.
Booze.
So Forrest Galante, who I follow, if you ever want to follow a great kind of like veterinarian kind of outdoorsy kind of guy, Forrest Galante has an amazing wildlife expert, biologist, TV host, whatever. He's got an amazing channel. He's been on Drinking Bros. He's been on fucking Joe Rogan and everything else. He said that, let me tell you what he said. All right, you ready? Cass?
I'm hearing you.
So stop looking for that right now.
I'm looking for the picture.
All right.
Were those claw marks from him?
I don't know.
Or other bears that have crawled under the crawl
With the
space?
recent
This is what he said.
upset in Southern California due to the fires, animals are moving into areas that they see as comforting and sheltering and a perfect place for
this guy does
shelter from
the
a fire
Forest
is a nice,
Gallant.
cool, damp
The
crawl space under a home. So for Barry the bear, he found somewhere that felt safe. And if you had to get my opinion, it would be because his regular home has been burnt to a crisp, right? He's been displaced from the park or the trees or the shrubs or the cave that he usually would go
He does
to
that
get that
extinct
sense
show.
of comfort.
That's what
and
He's done a
ease.
bunch of stuff.
And in this situation, he found that really close to people, which is a problem because when habitat is removed and animals move into human habitats, we see that as a threat or we see that as a problem, as a conflict. And the truth is, it's just an animal trying to seek refuge. They've lost the place that they've lived for a long time. They've lost their cave. They've lost their food
Just leave 'em
source.
alone.
They've lost their water source. They've
Wild
lost
Times
everything
podcast.
that
Thank
they
you.
know. And we've been seeing a particularly recent uptick, especially with black bears, in
But they're
consumption
mean
of sugars,
AF.
consumption of alcohols, consumption of junk food. So these bears, that bear might have been a bear that was used to raiding a dumpster in a park, But if that park got burnt down, he's going to look for that sugar high, or even in some cases that alcohol high
Can you
somewhere
just leave
else,
it out for them?
and that could lead him to being closer to people.
They want safety.
Right.
also
Well, they
a
want the
den.
safety plus
They want a
food.
den, right? So they, especially if there's nobody around, they just end up going in. So what happened in that instance with that bear,
Yes.
right, in this picture, is the power was off
At that house.
at that house because everywhere was closed off. This is just a little outside of Pacific Palisades,
Okay.
the wildfire areas, right? And so they had to call the power company, and the gas companies had to come in and go check the lines and make
And
sure.
that's how they saw him.
And they poked their head in, and they saw this bear, and they're like, nope, back out.
Yeah.
So they
Good
had
call.
to call the local authorities,
Animal control.
and he was so big that they couldn't dart him.
Because he wouldn't be able to get
'Cause
pulled out.
They couldn't pull him out.
Right.
He's 525
So what'd they
pounds.
do?
So what
Please
they
don't
did,
tell me they euthanized
no,
him.
They
Okay.
set a giant pen up with all sorts of goodies. They said
Sugar and
Like-
alcohol and pizza.
like
My dream. escape.
everything to get this thing, like meat and everything, right? And finally he came out,
Okay.
and then he got in the cage, and then they because they could measure him, and then they tranquilized him there
Okay.
in it, and then they relocated.
To where does it say?
It doesn't tell you because they don't normally tell you about stuff like that because they don't want anybody to go out and poach him.
Well, you
But-
could still say he went to the national park.
Yeah, he was just out in a
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
different park. But this is how big this fucking
Oh
bear
my
was.
gosh, he looks like a teddy bear.
This bear is fucking. I'm trying to get to my actual picture on it.
Say again?
I'm trying to get the picture.
What is the picture?
Uh,
Oh, trying to make it bigger.
But
He's got fat rolls.
fucking huge, bro. 525-pound black bear is one of the biggest.
And black
they've
bears
seen
are
in California.
A little aggressive.
No, they don't have to be.
I know
because
they
as
don't
long
have
as
to be,
have
but they
food.
tend to be.
But I was like, this is a great story.
Look at his
Dude was just like,
face, and he's got like fat rolls. I just want to hug him while he's passed out because I'm smarter than the average bear, and I don't want to hug him when he's alive. But look at
He'd
like
make
I
a
just
good
wanna
rug.
grab
I
his, like,
understand.
his haunches, like see it right here by his shoulder. I just want to get it and like cuddle.
So that's my feel good.
That's a
I
good
thought it was a
one.
good one. Yeah. So, Smokey, there are no more Smokies.
What is Axe giving me shit about again now? I feel like I had to define it for
fine.
Beth.
Jeez. All right. Lastly,
Nope.
last things last. Dexter Original
Hey
Sin.
Jacob, I just saw you on here.
I finished that last night.
You fixed the whole season?
Yeah, it was.
You
well,
weren't crazy about it at first.
I wasn't, and it was 8 episodes. Stayed up pretty late trying to finish it. I was like, but
I didn't even feel you come to bed last
it
night.
ended on
Did
a
I even wake up?
cliffhanger. It definitely warmed up. If you guys, what's it on, Max or something
Yeah.
like that, or Showtime?
I think it's on
or
Max.
something
We
like
don't
that?
have Showtime.
I don't know.
It's one of the few we
It
don't
was
have.
pretty good. The first 4 kind of sucked. Last 4 were great.
So it's 8 total.
Yeah.
What made you go back to it if the 4 sucked?
I'm out of shit to watch.
Yeah, we have this conversation. Like, what did you
But it's
say?
called Dexter Original
When we
Sin.
were at
If you
dinner
want
last
something to
night-
watch, you're bored.
When we were eating dinner last night, you said there's how much?
Sarah said, "Who sent this pic of me to Beth and Greg? Which one? What?
No, she's talking about the
fuck
bear.
off. You know what? Spring is coming. You can come out of your cave soon.
So how much? You said there's how many hours of shows? Like,
Roughly 1 trillion hours of recorded TV.
and you and I are having a hard time finding something because
Yeah.
we have a hard time finding something that's in the middle of what we both like because I don't deal with angsty shit at nighttime. I can watch it during the day. I need calm, fun, paranormal at nighttime. So what made you pick it back up? So because
I just
we
happened to see-
also
I was looking because I didn't see anything on Amazon. I was at the gym
okay
and on
Netflix.
Netflix, and I
or
just-
whatever.
and I've only got a
Showtime,
handful of
HBO.
actual
So
video,
because
like,
we
apps.
also you and I went back to a show that we used to watch religiously
Which
for
one?
years, Expedition Unknown,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
recently went back to it. And it's been
I think we forgot about it.
I think we were watching other shit because there used to be too much shit to watch.
Used to watch Expedition X.
We
or
do still
did.
watch. We still
watch
it's
something
recording
else.
tonight
Yeah,
actually.
so-
Well, Expedition so he's done so many shows. So he's Expedition Unknown, Expedition Biles, which has turned out to be really good too.
Mhm.
And then he has Expedition X, which is
So
two
there's
other people. But
some cool shit out there.
we have been struggling to find
Josh
stuff.
Gates.
Yeah,
Go
Josh
Google
Gates.
Josh Gates if
He's
you want to just watch.
Fun.
Like,
He's just fun and
cool, chill shit.
knowledgeable. And
if you got kids around, or
sometimes
just like
it's a little gay because like they try to put drama in there, and you're like, you know what? I've seen you in the other shows. I know you're not going to die in this one, so don't act like your life is in danger.
I mean, he's not gay. He's married with kids. But
Oh, Wilkie's watching Supernatural. We do need to go back to that because we watched that for the first 3 seasons and then stopped. And I heard it
I
got
know the
really
ends.
good. No, we don't know the
no,
ends.
I know all the ends.
Listen, they're beautiful. We
That
just need
shit
to watch these
ended
boys.
10 years ago.
No,
I'm
it
not watching.
didn't.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't. I don't think it was 10 years ago. I think it was like 5.
When did Supernatural end? Exactly.
5 years, just like
Before
I said.
the
bitch.
pandemic, it might as well have been fucking.
You said 10 years. I said 5. I was right. So therefore, we're gonna. That's not a bad idea because people.
I don't want to watch it. You can go back and watch it.
Why are you difficult?
I just don't want to watch it.
Watch it anyways.
Nah.
1 hour of your night
No,
because by the time we sit down to watch TV, it's 1 hour.
not gonna do it.
Yes, you will.
Nope.
Because you love me.
No.
You don't love me?
No.
Well,
No.
I'm gonna make you love me, and then I'm gonna make you watch.
You
that
know what
show.
I do love is I love my wife and I love all of you guys. We will catch you on Friday. Go out, like,
Will
subscribe.
Green gets wild. That's what I've heard. Will I've heard it
do
gets
me a
really
favor,
good.
Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up before you head out.
Yes,
But
please.
also go out and tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. You don't have to watch it at 7 a.m. But check out the Bars Open. It's gonna be on the Bars Open.
Listen to it while you drive to work
Yeah.
at 7 a.m.
But it's gonna be on the Bars Open and on Balding the Big Guy. It's my interview, Peter and my interview with her brother, retired Border Patrol agent Albert Castro, talking about the border stuff. Comes out at 7 a.m. on video, but it'll be out tonight. Give me probably around midnight, quite honestly, before I'm able to upload everything. But go check that out and let me know what you guys think and leave some comments on that too and like, subscribe. So with that, cheers, hit out iTunes, Spotify, do those fucking things. We will catch you on Friday and we'll see what else Donald Trump's changed. Because that motherfucker's just changed the world.
He's
We're going to
just
own
in
Gaza.
there
We're going to own fucking Florida pretty soon,
taking
or
control.
France or Cuba.
Florida, hello.
The guy's we're going to own Greenland. I don't know what the fuck.
He's
the
just
whole
kicking ass and
world is-
taking names.
Dude, there's so much shit going on.
Good for
All right.
him.
Love you, honey.
Love you.
See you guys.
guys, not Greg, because he won't watch Supernatural with me, but I love y'all.
See y'all. Cheers.
Have a great rest.
Welcome to the Bars Open with Beth and Greg.